Hey guys, today we're going to do 14-9. If you remember a few days ago, we did the converting the customary units. So we took all of our length, capacity, and weight units. So we had inches, feet, yards, miles, tablespoons, teaspoons, cups, quarts, pints, gallons, and then we had ounces, pounds, and tons. And remember, I taught you guys how to change one from the other. So if you had 3 feet, but you needed to know the answer in inches, I taught you guys how to convert it, which means to change. So fortunately for that lesson, I had some pretty cool things to show you on that poster back there, like the Tammy ton and the G unit and the Super Y. Unfortunately, when we're converting metric units, there's no cool little visual for that. But it's pretty easy because if you notice here, what do you notice about all these numbers? So here are the conversions. So here's length, here's capacity, and here's mass. What do you notice about all the numbers? Okay, by now you should have noticed that all of these numbers end in 0, right? So they're all multiples of 10. So what rule do we remember when we were learning multiplication? What do we know remember about multiplying or dividing by zeros? Okay, so let's say we have no, let's do basic math. Okay, so let's say we have 3 divided by 10. We get 30, right? So we multiply 3. Let me get another color. Oops. We multiply 3 times 1, and we get 3, and we just move the 0 to the back, right? And then let's say we do 3 times 100. We'll get 300, right? And I'll just do it with the same color because we multiply 3 times 1, and we get 3. And then we take these 2 zeros, and we add them to the back. So, uh-oh, that's Stumpy. Stumpy, come here. Stumpy. He's on my bed and he's afraid to jump down. He's probably going to bug me because I'm on the floor, so sorry. Stumpy, go away. Okay, fine. You want to say hi? Come here. Come here. Say hi. Hi. Okay, go away. Same thing when we divide by a multiple of 10. Let's say we have 300 and we divide it by, by 3. Okay. We're going to divide this and this, and we're going to get, I ran out of room, but we're going to get a 1, and then we're going to take these 2 zeros and we're going to add them to our answer. Okay, so if we can remember that about our basic facts, we should be okay with converting all of this. Okay, So I have here length 1 meter is equal to 1,000 millimeters, mm. 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeters. 1 decimeter is equal to 10 centimeters. And then 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. And 1 kilometer is equal to 1,000 meters. For capacity, how much something can hold, we have 1 liter is equal to 1,000 milliliters. And then for mass, remember mass is different from weight. If we take a brick and we weigh it down here on Earth, and then we take it up to the moon where there's no gravity, the weight of that brick is going to change, but the mass is still going to stay the same. How much matter that object has, or words that you'll be able to understand how much space that object takes up. Okay, so we have 1 gram is equal to 1 milligram, and 1 kilogram is equal to 1,000 grams. Okay, so now let's do some problems. Alright, so if you can remember this rule, when we go from big units to small units, we multiply, and when we go from small units to big units, we divide. Okay, so we're going from 600 centimeters, and we want to change it into meters. If you remember from the last lesson, centimeters, 1 centimeter is like the, oh my gosh, what was it? The size of your fingernail. Okay, that was 1 centimeter. Then a meter was like the length of a 5-year-old child. Okay, so which one's bigger? This one or this one? This one, right? So we're going from small, from centimeters, remember your fingernail, to big, to the size of the kid. So we're going to divide, or I'm going to write that we're going to divide. I already know that. So then I have to look from centimeters to meters. Let's look here. Where would I find that? Centimeters to meters. Right here. In 1 meter, there's 100 centimeters. So in 1 meter, there is 100 centimeters. Okay, so what do you think I'm going to do with this number and this number? We're going to divide it, okay? So by now, you should be able to know that 100 times what is going to give you 600, because we're dividing, remember? Division is the opposite of multiplication. By now you should think, well, let's test it. 0 times 6 is 0, 0 times 6 is 0, 6 times 1 is 6, okay? So 600 divided by 100 is 6. So in 600 centimeters, that'll give you 6 meters. Okay, next one. Now we're doing capacity, liters. 6 liters, and I want to change that to milliliters. So remember, a liter is, what did I use? I used my water bottle, my blue water bottle that I take to class. So that's a liter, that's 1 liter. And a milliliter, remember the little teardropper that I talked about? That holds 1 milliliter. So which one is the smaller unit, the milliliters or the liters? This one's the smaller one. So we're going to go from big, from 6 liters, to small. Okay, so that means we're going to multiply. Okay, so now let's take my conversion chart. And here is liters and milliliters. So in 1 liter, I have 1,000 milliliters. So I'm going to write that. In 1 liter, I have 1,000 milliliters. What do you think I do with this number and this number? We're going to multiply, right? So if we do the basic fact, if we write 6 times 1,000, we should be able to understand that 6 times 1 is going to give us 6, and then we add the 3 zeros. I'm not going to have enough space. 1, 2, 3. So we should get 6,000 as our answer. So in 6 liters, that means we have 6,000 milliliters. Okay. Next one. You write it down here. Big to small, we multiply, and then small to big, we divide. That was messy. Alright, so we have 32 kilograms, and we want to go to grams. So remember, kilogram was 1 kilogram was the mass of a pineapple. Okay, that's how much space it took up. That's how much matter it had, not how much it weighed. Okay, and a gram was the dollar bill. So which one is smaller? This one, right? So we're going from big to small. So are we going to multiply or are we going to divide? We're going to multiply. So I'm going to write multiplication up here. Now let's get my conversion chart. Okay. So in grams and kilograms. So here we go. Grams and kilograms. MG stands for milligrams. So that's even smaller than a dollar bill. I know I didn't show you that day, but a milligram is smaller than a gram. Okay, so we're working on kilograms and grams. 1 kilogram, there are 1,000 grams. So I'm going to write that. 1 kilogram has 1,000 grams. Oops, those are very messy. Okay, so in 1 kilogram, there's 1,000 grams. So we're going to multiply. What do you think we're going to do with this number and this number? We're going to multiply it. Now some of you might say, Miss Espy, I don't know what to do because I know that 1,000 ends in a 0, so I can use the basic fact, but this is a 2-digit number, so I'm not sure what to do. Well, nothing changes. You still use the same rule. So if we write 1,000 times 32, we write 1,000 times 32, we're still going to multiply 1 times 32, which we all know is the same number, 32. How many zeros do we need to add? 3. So our answer is 32,000. That's it, 32,000. So in 32 kilograms, we have 32,000 grams. And last one. Now we're going from grams to kilograms. So remember, grams was the dollar bill and kilograms was the pineapple. Are we going from big to small or small to big? We're going from small to big, so that means we're going to multiply. Divide. Okay, so I need to figure out the conversion between grams and kilograms. So I kind of already have it up here, so I don't even have to go back. So I have 1 kilogram equals 1,000 grams. What am I going to do with this number and this number? I'm going to divide, right? Okay. So 13 divided by 1,000. So you take your basic fact, 13 divided by 1 is 13. And we don't bring the zeros over for this one. The zeros go. So our answer is 13. Okay. So that's how you do these problems. Like I said earlier, they're very similar to the converting the customary units, because both of them you're converting, you're using the same rule. You're going from big to small, you multiply, and you're going from small to big, you divide. Okay, so you follow the same rules, okay, except for the customary units. You have your inches, yards, your quarts, your pints, your tons, your pounds. But for the metric system, the system that the rest of the world uses, and we don't for whatever reason, we use the liters, the meters, the grams, okay? So, you have something to do right now. You're going to take this, and you're going to write it down on a piece of paper, because in order to do your work, or your test, which is coming up, okay, you're going to need this. If you don't have this, your test is going to be hard, okay? So if you didn't copy the one from the last video, like I told you to when we were doing the metric system, I suggest you go back, find that video, and do it, okay? Your test, I think, is going to be at the end of this week. If not, it's going to be at the beginning of next week. So you need to copy this down. You need to have it for the test, or else you're not going to be able to convert. Unless you memorize all of this, great. But if you don't, you need this. Okay? Come here, Stumpy. Say bye. Bye-bye. Oh, Raven says bye too. You guys know Raven, right? Yeah, you know Raven. She's still in bed. She's being lazy. Okay? Bye. Bye, 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 bye. Bye. Bye, guys.